When was the last time you walked into a room and felt completely in control of yourself? Not confident in a loud way, not performing, just solid, unmoved, like nothing in that room had the ability to pull you off center. Most men can't answer that question, not because they lack confidence, but because they've been leaking power their entire lives without ever noticing it, not through what they say, through what they do, the way they move, the way they react, the way they position themselves around other people, especially women. Power isn't taken from men. Most of the time they hand it over, silently, slowly, one behavior at a time. Here are the 3 ways men give away their power without saying a single word. 1. The flinch watch. How a man responds the moment something doesn't go his way. She doesn't text back as fast. Her tone shifts slightly. Plans change last minute. These are small moments. Most people wouldn't even call them significant, but they reveal everything. Because the man who flinches, who immediately adjusts his mood, his energy, his behavior in response to something that small, is showing you exactly where his foundation is built. It's built on her responses, on her approval, on whether the temperature of the interaction is warm or cold. That flinch is invisible to most men. They don't feel themselves doing it, but she feels it. Every time. A man with real power doesn't flinch, not because he doesn't notice the shift, but because his internal state isn't dependent on it. He registers it, he files it, and he keeps moving at the same pace he was already moving. Stillness under pressure isn't emotional distance. It's the most attractive thing a man can carry into a room. 2. The over-adjustment. This one is quieter, harder to see, and it does more damage than almost anything else. It happens when a man senses tension and starts reshaping himself to relieve it. He becomes funnier when she goes quiet, more available when she pulls back, more agreeable when she pushes. He doesn't do it consciously. He does it because somewhere he learned that making the discomfort stop is more important than holding his position. But here's what that behavior communicates without a single word spoken. I need this to be okay. I need you to be okay with me. My comfort depends on your comfort. That's not presence. That's performance. And women can feel the difference instantly. The man who over-adjusts is always chasing the version of the interaction he thinks she wants. The man with power lets the interaction be what it is and stays himself inside of it. He doesn't expand to fill her expectations. He doesn't shrink to avoid her discomfort. He just remains. That stillness, that refusal to contort, that's what creates real attraction. Not what he says, not what he does, the fact that he doesn't move. 3. The gaze that asks permission. Body language is a language, and most men are speaking it fluently in the wrong direction. Not the dramatic stuff, not crossed arms or slouched posture. The subtle things. The glance after he says something, checking to see if she approved of it. The slight lean when she seems disinterested, trying to pull her back in. The smile that comes too fast, offered before she's earned it. Every one of those micro movements is a question. Did that land? Are you still interested? Am I enough right now? And she reads every single one. A man who checks for approval after speaking is a man who doesn't fully trust what he just said. A man who leans in when she pulls back is a man whose position is determined by hers. A man who smiles reflexively to ease tension is a man managing her emotions instead of owning his own. Power lives in the body before it ever lives in words. The man who moves with intention, who holds eye contact not to intimidate, but because he's genuinely present, who doesn't rush to fill silence. That man communicates something that no line, no tactic, no strategy ever could. He communicates that he is enough, without needing her to confirm it. This is the truth most men never hear. You don't lose her with the wrong words. You lose her in the moments between the words, in the flinch, in the over-adjustment, in the gaze that asks instead of holds. Power is not something you perform. It's something you stop giving away. The man she can't stop thinking about isn't the loudest one in the room. He's the one who didn't need the room to validate him at all. That's the standard, not perfection, not dominance. Just a man who knows where he stands and doesn't move unless he decides to. If this hit different, you already know what to do.